Let me talk about a playlist. You know, it's funny, like when people put together a music playlist and they had their speaker box, the songs they pick for different reasons, or back in the day when you made a mixtape with your cassette. You remember those days? Remember when you had the slow sides and the fast sides? Or remember when you had your CD burner? Or when you had your playlist when you were just playing it off your computer? Or when you had your iPod? You remember when you was setting for your running or for your walking or for your games you were playing, a Uno game or a blackjack game or a checkers game, whatever you were doing, or your yacht rock trip, the ultimate playlist. How did we come to that? And who taught us that? Was it our parents? Was it our grandparents? Was it relatives? How did it come to be so prominent? Who showed us our first playlist? Because, back in the day, depending on where you grew up, how you grew up, what have you, where was it? Was it a DJ party? Was it a friend of yours? Who set you up with your first playlist? I want to know. It's a straight question. Anybody want to feel free to chime in, let me know. I had friends that created them. I remember when I used to buy cassettes and I was so excited. Get those Maxo cassettes for 90 minutes, or you had the 45-minute or 60-minute. You remember those. You thought you were something else. And if you could fit the songs without the tape clicking at the end and you had room, you had the right playlist. You could make a mixtape. As a matter of fact, I made mixtapes for some friends for their parties and some stuff back in the day. I just picked songs randomly, put them on there, and they would take them off and they would do what they did. I just would pick different songs, and there were songs that I thought that would kind of mix and match for themes and styles, make that party groove. I had a friend of mine, I had for her, and she didn't tell her husband. It was hilarious too, because I guess the word was he like, who came up with this tape? This tape be bumping. So I made this mixtape, and she played it, and it was a hit. And she didn't even familiar with most of the songs. The thing is that sometimes you're sitting around when you had a bunch of CDs and you were just kind of what you were trying to do, and you just put stuff together, and it was like, okay, let me just work this out. Done that a lot of times, getting the feel, getting a say, getting a moment, just trying to find something that you know, what would work, how it would work, and being in the scene. Because you always got to remember sometimes that you're in a certain setting, you want to make sure that you put something that is appropriate. You don't want to offend nobody. And the thing is, so often, more often than not, it's like, okay, I don't want to offend nobody. I got to have the right playlist. I got to make it click. It's got to work the right way because, you're in the wrong section. People are like, oh, you shouldn't have done that. You can't do that. You don't do that. But playlists are very important. Music plays a very big part. Says a lot because people always be like, "Well, I listen to everything," and then I was like, "No, you don't." Because if I put the wrong song on the wrong artist, then you might cringe. And see, if people are in the council culture or they got an issue with somebody, you might offend them. It's just a real touchy time. Remember when it wasn't so touchy? Remember we could just play jukebox and get excited and put songs and just be happy or put the remixes or put this. It's a different era, but it wasn't that long ago. But it was a fun feeling, like music to music to wash clean the house to, or to wash the car to, or to, just different things that you did. So this is gonna be like a question about the first is like create your playlist and who inspired your playlist and memories that you have. And again, I'll be welcoming stories about people sharing below what inspired your playlist, how it came to be, and what do you remember? And do you have an early remember of the first place? Or were you trying to impress somebody? No, you met somebody you wanted to like. The songs was like a way to talk to them without having a conversation. There's a lot of different ways that playlists have come in handy. So I'll just be very curious as to what you got to say. So feel free to let me know below. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share the video if you like. Hit that membership because when you do, questions as this will come to be. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay true, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.